On the news at 1, Federal Account Allocation Committee shares more than 904 billion naira to federal, state and local governments. Assistant Inspector General Police Zone 7 urges security personnel to be knowledgeable about their coverage areas. And AMAC enjoins personnel to be diligent in service. Hello, it's good to have you join us on Nta Channel 5 News at 1. I am Miriam Emekamadi. The Federation Account Allocation Committee has shared the sum of 907.05 billion naira June 2023 Federation account revenue to the federal government, state and local government councils.
This was contained in a communique issued at the end of the Federation Account Allocation Committee meeting for July 2023. The meeting was chaired by the Accountant General of the Federation, Dr. Oluwatoyin Madin. The total distributable revenue comprised distributable statutory revenue of 301.501 billion naira, distributable value added tax revenue of 773.225 billion naira, electronic money transfer levy revenue of 11.436 billion naira, and exchange difference revenue of 320.892 billion naira. The balance in the excess crude account was put at $473,750 million. The communique stated that the gross statutory revenue of 1.153 trillion naira was received for the month of June 2023, higher than the sum of 701.787 billion naira received in the previous month by 451.134 billion naira. Now, according to the communique signed by the Director of Press and Public Relations Office of the Accountant General of the Federation, Bawa Mokwa, companies' income tax recorded tremendous increase in the month under review. Import and excise duties, value-added tax, oil and gas royalties increased significantly. Meanwhile, petroleum profit tax and electronic money transfer levy decreased considerably.
In talking security, the Federal Capital Territory Police Command says it has arrested 3 undergraduate students of Minham University for killing an Uber driver who took them to Guzape to buy Indian hemp while demanding for his money. Also arrested Abdul Salam Abubakar, a scavenger who attempted to kidnap a 3-year-old child in his serving bag, and other suspects for various offenses in Abuja. Unotu Yakubu reports.
Abasiene Inemesit, Aaron Anthony, and Al-Hassan Olusegun are students of Bingham University who had requested the services of an online taxi driver popularly known as Uber to take them to Guzape, where they had allegedly gone to purchase Indian hemp. But on returning to their point of takeoff, they decided to play a fast game on the driver.
After we got to our final destination, and then we're trying to send him the money, so they engaged in an argument. So within the course of that argument, a knife came from behind, stabbing the Uber driver.
When we were trying to pay him, we could not. As the man increased the boat price, and he could not receive his transfer, we got into an argument, and he was trying to bring out his power because we were really angry because the money did not get into his account. So when I got scared, and then I stabbed him.
Ndidi Joseph and Kingsley Oji are also other suspected set of syndicates paraded by the FCT Police Command for one chance offense.
Yeah, it's only twice. The first time is this man, then they say we are going to outing, then I followed them. I was sitting at the front. So I don't even know how the thing happened that they say, I don't know. But it's only this last one that I see the way they were treating the woman.
I met one of my schoolmates. So just he brainwashed me that there is business that we do, that it's not about, we are not using any arm, that we just carry somebody who that is a 419 business. So, and I listened to him.
Other suspects paraded include Abdul Salam Abubakar, a scavenger who attempted to kidnap a 3-year-old child, and another kidnapped suspect.
So I called the number, it was a wrong number I called. It was a man that picked the call. So as I was talking to my, I asked, hello, who is this? He said, you don't know who is this, and you called. Then immediately, this my friend here thought it was the guy I was talking to. He collected the phone and said, we are kidnappers, we are coming for you.
We are doing the best that we can. This is a joint responsibility, you and I. The police alone and other security agencies cannot do it because we are not everywhere. And that is why we say, if you see something, say something.
Recently, there has been an upsurge in threats to security in the Federal Capital Territory, with victims, in most cases, ending up either being killed or kidnapped across the 6 area councils of the nation's capital. In Abuja, Onotu Yakubu, Nta News.
Meanwhile, the Federal Capital Territory, being a cosmopolitan city to accommodate people from all spheres of life, attracts a variety of crime and criminality within its environs. In view of this, security providers must have local knowledge of areas to enhance provision of the required service delivery. Assistant Inspector General of Police, Zone 7, AIG Adebowale Williams, gave the charge as he addressed policemen on his duty tour of the FCT Police Command. Onotu Yakubu again reports.
The constant need to reassure confidence of citizens and residents in security service delivery can never be overemphasized, especially at critical periods such as the nation is now. While observers advocate the need to embrace technological advancement to aid embodiment of professional ethics and philosophy in policing, the FCT Command says it stands tall on record for quality service delivery with human face in compliance with the Inspector General of Police mission and vision. So, the visit for the AIG is to appraise, analyze, and consolidate on the progress made in the command and re-strategize for the future of security of the nation's capital.
The command under my watch is doing all it can to restore public confidence in the force by engaging the people to participate in the activities that will ultimately reduce crime and criminality.
Corroboratively, stakeholders in the FCT security scheme of affairs did not lack in words to praise the untiring efforts being put in place to police the territory.
On the patrol, with this petrol price increase, is going to be a very, very Herculean tax. And I know patrol is part of a very component part of the security architecture.
PCRC, we are going to continue to partner with the Nigeria Police. We are going to continue to support. In any area we can, we are going to advise our command chairman, Dr. Rufus, to work with our divisional leaders and area command.
Then, it was time for that father-to-children moment between the AIG and his men. AIG Adebowale Williams was full of praise for officers and men of the command, but was quick to reiterate that to whom much is given, much more is expected. His call for strict adherence to professionalism, operational rules of engagement, and respect for human rights was loudest in his address.
We must therefore work harder to enhance our intelligence, capacity, and capability. We must take advantage of the Police Technical Intelligence Unit, the Crime Database Unit, among others, to enhance our proactive policing.
AIG Adebowale Williams was also quick to remind his men to initiate robust strategies that will sustain the tempo already achieved in the FCT for the security of all. Onotu Yakubu, Nta News.
And away from Security Director Administration, Abuja Municipal Area Council, Atahiru Yakubu, has reiterated the need for personnel of the council to be diligent in service. Atahiru was speaking at a meeting organized for the heads of administration of local government areas in Abuja.
Quarterly, heads of administration of local government areas meet to deliberate on issues bordering on condition of service in the 774 local government areas in Nigeria. Mode of operations, as enshrined in the Constitution, was brought to the fore.
And, what they are saying in this meeting, we in the FCT were in support, or we head of admin of area councils were in support of what the forum is agitating for.
In local government at the type of government, and the office of head of administration is serving as an engine room, where all policies and programs emanating from the councils are being descended down to the departments for implementation and to the grassroots. So I'm appealing to this government to, as a matter of policy, harmonize the nomenclature.
The meeting also helps on the need for uniformity of salaries of staff of local government areas and harmonization of structure. In Abuja, Deborah Gazaji-Maika, NTA News.
And talking judiciary, the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja has granted the prayers of the leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, to have access to medical doctor of his choice outside the facilities of DSS and all his medical records made available to him. The presiding judge, Justice Nta Channel, gave the order in a fundamental enforcement suit filed by the defendant applicant. Yours truly reports that the court dismissed the preliminary objections filed by the state service. In this matter, Nnamdi Kanu is the defendant and applicant, while the federal government and others are the prosecution and respondent. In the suit, Nnamdi Kanu sought an order of the court to allow him an unhindered access to his medical doctor while in the custody of the Department of State Services. At the previous hearing of this matter, the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, as the prosecution and respondent, challenged the jurisdiction of the court to hear the matter. In the defendant applicant's reply, his counsel, Michael Zekome, SAN, told the court that the health of his client has deteriorated, alleging that the objection of the prosecution respondent in the matter to the order were against the Section 7 of Anti-Torture Act 2017. Ruling on the application, Justice Nta Channel ordered that Nnamdi Kanu is entitled to access to the medical doctor of his choice, and not doing so would amount to breaching of Section 7 of Anti-Torture Act 2017. The court also dismissed the objection of the prosecution respondent for lacking in merit. The court equally ordered that all procedures of Nnamdi Kanu with his medical doctors should be supervised by the Department of the State Services and recorded for security purposes.
To rekindle country and intensify efforts to resettle IDPs.
Everywhere that you find another Nigerian, that whatever you do can be of impact, can be of blessing, then you should go ahead and do it. You should go ahead and contribute your quota to make sure that this country is a place that every single individual is proud of.
You don't have to be rich before you can reach out to people. You know, people here, they need us, and I don't think we should wait for our government to do this.
A lot of upper respiratory tract infection going on with the kids. They'll help them out, answer some of their questions, give them some anti-malaria prophylaxis, and also deworm most of the kids.
Blood pressure, malaria, and diabetes were part of tests carried out. Clothes, shoes, mother and child kits, diapers, and drug supplements were also donated. Cecilia Julius, NTA News.
You're watching the 1 p.m. news on Nta Channel 5, Abuja. Still to come on the news. Major Oil Marketers Association of Nigeria says international price of crude oil and exchange rate constitute cost buildup for patrons.
Good evening, glad to have you join us.
Thanks for joining us on Weekly News Wrap.
Thank you very much for having me.
And it is on that note we welcome you to today's edition of the program.
We celebrate creativity, lasting impressions.
There's no book stating that this is the role for men.
on the news.
On the news at 7.
The news station Nta Channel 5, Abuja.
Would say have a lovely day.
Investing in the education of children has been described as the most valuable asset parents can give to them. That was a submission of educationists and stakeholders at the 3rd graduation ceremony of Divine Love College, Kuchiko, Karu local government area. Blessing Danfulani reports.
It was not only a graduation ceremony, but also the celebration of excellence and success as the 6-year journey of the academic institutions ended. Principal, Divine Love College, Kuchiko, Sister Chidebelu Wigwe, as well as guest speaker, Reverend Anthony Azubike, identified hard work, determination and creativity as rudiments for success, urging the graduating students to be good ambassadors of their alma mater as they go into the wider world.
All we are asking them is to try and be themselves. Don't be overreaching, stretching for something that doesn't belong to you. Try to be sincere, try to be genuine.
Passion is what will get you through some of the most difficult moments. Those moments when you feel like quitting, your passion will sustain you.
They are well mentored, and so they shouldn't forget anything they have been taught here.
Parents and graduating students who were overwhelmed with joy say the journey is worth the while, as the school has groomed the students in learning, character and fear of God.
I enjoin them to remain faithful, to remain steadfast, and remain committed in their faith.
As they are going out to the world, I know the sky is their starting point.
I hope to also shine in the university because I'm named Stella for a reason. Star.
Awards and prizes were given to students who have excelled in their classes and various subjects, with Efe Buemi Mary Ann Ngozi emerging as overall best graduating student.
We've crossed this milestone that the outside world will favor us.
Meanwhile, a Thanksgiving Mass was earlier conducted in honor of the graduating students, with admonishment for them to look into the future with hope and hold on to God. As they bask in the euphoria of their graduation, it is hoped they all keep the fire burning for a brighter future. From Kuchikau in Karu local government area of Nasarawa State, Blessing Danfulani, NTA News.
Now let's join the business desk for business news.
Oil marketers attribute hike in fuel price to devaluation of Naira. Thanks for joining me on Business News this week. I am Aisha Uba-Ali. The recent increase in the price of premium motor spirits, popularly known as petrol, has been attributed by marketers to the devaluation of the Naira and the current surge in crude oil prices. The chairman of the Major Oil Marketers Association of Nigeria, Olumide Adeosun, during a media workshop on Wednesday said the international price of crude oil and the exchange rate constituted the largest component of the cost build-up for petrol, accounting for over 80%. He said that the remaining 20% included statutory dues, distribution costs, and margins. Moment's reaction comes on the heels of NNPCL's increasing the pump price of petrol to 614 naira per litre on Tuesday. And mixed reactions have continued to trail the recent increase in the pump price of the premium motor spirits. Informer Ojinta went round FCT in this regard to feel the pulse of FCT residents.
Now, residents of the FCT woke up Tuesday to realize that the price of petrol had been adjusted at fuel stations across the country from 537 at NNPC filling stations to 617 naira. This, has not gone down well with most residents of the FCT.
The problem, we can manage by it, but the passenger, they no gree add the money. When you get more, you think that, okay, like now they carry the 150, the place where the fuel was 5 something. Now they still won't pay the same amount. We are not meet up, we are suffering.
The information we got is that the marketers, where they went to buy the fuel increased.
So when they bring the cost of landing for Nigeria here, so because of that now, they now increase their own too in order to make gain.
Poor man cannot afford to eat food. You cannot afford to enter motor. Talk of even civil servant. How do they transfer from Gogola to town?
Now, residents of the FCT say this unannounced increase in the price of fuel is the second 3.75% per annum. Nigeria had previously redeemed a $500 million Eurobond in July 2018, another $500 million Eurobond in January 2021, and a $300 million diaspora bond in June 2022. The Debt Management Office in a statement pointed out that these, together with the $500 million Eurobond redeemed this Wednesday, brings the total amount of securities redeemed by Nigeria in the International Capital Market, ICM, to $1.8 billion. That's the much we can take on business news. The news continues shortly. Stay tuned.
Now sports. In a bid to commemorate World Chess Day, lovers of the sports have converged on Abuja to observe chess tournament by prolific chess players across the territory and beyond. Sports correspondent Gideon Yohana, who was at the event, reports that the program featured new competitors and potential masters of the sports in the FCT.
Chess enthusiasts and lovers of the
people that play chess, you will quickly attribute intelligence to them. Besides that, internally, what chess does to you is that it gives you that air of confidence, especially when you are faced with challenges or troubles.
Young, if you are old, chess is for you. Very good opportunity for children at this age to start enjoying chess, because when you enjoy chess at early age, it's going to be a gift for life.
Chess is a mind game. It improves my IQ and it helps me in my everyday life. It's like my passion. I just love the game.
I feel good, yes, because sometimes not every time you used to win. Sometimes you used to lose and sometimes you used to win. What the discipline, to be timely, to be polite, and to be obedient.
The tournament featured team competitions, training of new players and amateurs by professionals in the game. At the end of the tournament, prizes will be given to players who have excelled in the sport. The organizers say the tournament is also an avenue to introduce chess game to young players. In Abuja, Gideon Yohana, NTA News.
And just before we go, a recap of some top stories. Federal Account Allocation Committee has shared more than 904 billion naira to federal, state and local government. FCT Police Command has arrested 3 students for killing an Uber driver. And that's the news. We thank you for watching. Do have a very good afternoon.